Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is an entry onto the alternatives playlist. This is a look at Schmitty's herbal snuff in the original flavor. So recently, in a comments section, this brand was brought up by someone. I can't remember if they were actually asking for a review or if they were asking if I was aware of the product. And although it had passed through my head at some point, it occurred to me I didn't really know anything about the product because I'm not real big on alternatives. That said, I looked into it and I read reviews on third-party sites other than the website for the stuff itself, and it piqued my interest a little bit. So we're doing the review. So this is a non-tobacco, very important, no nicotine product. But due to the reviews I read on places like Amazon and elsewhere, my interest was still piqued. This is very out of the norm for me, being interested in something like this, but I am. So before we get into why I'm interested, taking a look at the package. It's a plastic lid with a centered sticker on it. Centered. Pinkerton, it's centered. You have a papery band on the side. You have branding and the website, which is www.schmittysnuff.com. And the Schmitty's has the S on the end. So there's two S's in a row there, all right? Then you have original premium tobacco-free snuff. More branding in the website. More of that. I feel like we may be going in circles. And then that is another point there. Net weight is 1.0 net weight ounces, okay? A standard can of dip is 1.2, all right? So there's less product, evidently. On the back, you have another sticker, all right? Best if used by 3rd of November, 2022. Got the barcode. And then the fact that it's manufactured by Rockford Innovations, LLC. All right? Which I am not quite sure where they're based out of, but it is the Pacific Northwest. So, I'm going to open it up. So, it piqued my interest because evidently I looked at multiple third-party sites besides their website. Of course, the testimonials on the website are, phenomenal. But, I wanted to look elsewhere. The flavor and it spits well. And the combination of those two piqued my interest. So, let's find out. It smells pretty good. But this is another one of those alternative originals, like sort of nondescript. It's not a natural, and it's not a straight. I'm not detecting any salt presence or saltiness. It sort of smells like chew, to tell you the truth. You know what it sort of smells like? And this product is not around anymore, so you're not going to be able to really go and check me on this. But it's sort of reminding me of Tough Guy Original, another original. That was actually tobacco, but it was very nondescript. It wasn't bad. It leaned sweet. It tasted good. But taste-wise, you couldn't quite say, well, it's tobacco and it's sweet tobacco, but it's not like chew and it's not like dip and it's, I don't know. It's okay though. This is reminding me of that. So, it does look a little bit shiny, which is what making me wonder if this is going to be a slippery product That's what it looks like, and that's actually what it looks like. The color's dead on the camera. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to get a pinch at it. Wow, it's really, really moist. I am backing that. It feels all right. I think I could take my finger away from it. I can, actually. It's hard to say with some of these products because a lot of times they will not have on the container or advertise long cut. And I'm thinking they're doing that on purpose because they don't want to be held to that. So I'm going to throw it in. I'm going to get some more. Wow. This stuff is really moist. I'm going to hit the pause button. First impression, it tastes pretty darn good, actually. I'm digging the taste. It doesn't feel real slippery. It doesn't, I saw the glistening of it and I thought it was going to be like one of those slick feeling products, like it's going to be sliding all over the place, but it's not. It's just really, really moist. Really moist. So I'm going to have to hit a pause button because I don't have another choice, and I will be back in a moment. And I am back. Okay, so let's get the disclaimer out of the way. I feel no need to quit tobacco. I feel no need to quit nicotine. So, in a way, I am biased against these products from the door. That said, there are viable reasons why people want to quit tobacco, but even more so, the actual real viable reasons I feel, anyway, and I am not a medical doctor, so obviously, take it for whatever it's worth to you. There are reasons I feel, valid reasons why one would want to quit nicotine. Blood pressure, certain blood pressure issues, things of that nature. So when I say viable reasons why one would want, I mean actual medical reasons, okay? All the reasons basically think of this is broad brushing it, but reasons why people would need to stop caffeine or cut down caffeine or, put the brakes on it a little bit. Anything that's a mild stimulant. So, that all said, considering this is not my bag, I do not feel the need to cut out nicotine. I do not have a worry about tobacco. This isn't bad. This is not bad. Now, if you are a person that needs to cut out everything, but actually like dipping, this is not bad at all. Flavor-wise, this is good. The cut, it's not slippery, but it is a sort of chunky, fine cut. It's not holding together well. It's spreading out. I'm getting a lot of floaters. It was okay up front, but I've gotten so out of the habit of holding up front, I don't even do it outside of videos anymore. It does spit a little bit brown, which is part of the reason why I'm spitting. I'm guessing you really don't have to spit with this, but I do not know that for a fact, so I am spitting anyway. And also, they had made a deal self-promoting themselves as, it spits like the real thing. That was bad, though. Okay, so basically, cut-wise, though, you're going to have to look at this product like a fine cut, if not a snuff. Okay, this is not a long cut. That's why they're not promoting it as such. It is going to have to be held in a way as if you were doing Copenhagen snuff or something that was fine cut. There's a lot of floaters because I moved it around the side. I'm actually regretting that I did that now. The spit is getting browner and browner though. So they weren't, they weren't lying about that part. Flavor wise, it's a nondescript tobacco-esque flavor that leans sweet. There is no saltiness to it whatsoever. So, although I don't think they were going for the saltiness aspect, which is why they're leaving things out. Okay, it's an original. Well, what's an original? Okay. There's nothing that says long cut, which is good because that'd be false advertising. But all in all, it's a pretty good tasting product. I gotta say, it's a pretty good tasting product. I cannot explain to you really what it tastes like, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It is one of the better tasting originals that I've had of anything. Cut is a problem for me. I am not a snuff or fine cut guy. I would have been okay had I kept it in the front, but I didn't. So here we are. And yeah, it's spreading from here to here now. I probably used way too much too. All in all, the packaging is not real flashy, but that's okay. They got the stickers on straight, so I'm good with that. The lid is going to be crap. I haven't actually tested it yet. Actually, the lid... Get out of here. Yeah, the lid is actually pretty strong for a plastic lid. They did lids right. Yo, you know what? We need to give Pinkerton Schmitty's number. Schmitty got a plastic lid right. It's almost as strong. It's as strong as the old Red Seal plastic lids. But you know what? The Red Sealed ones had a depression in them that made them that way. This one doesn't. I don't know if you can see. All in all, a good showing from this. I'm a little bit at a loss as if you look at real fine on that boat there, it says 1982. I did look into that. There's nothing on their website suggesting they've been around that long, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. Flavor's good. Cut is a fine cut. That's where you have to be. But it's not slick. It is not like some of the other alternatives where it's slippery. So that's good. It spits pretty well, but with the new Outlaw products, it's going to take second place compared to them because they actually spit really well. Heaping more praise on Outlaw. The reason I'm spitting so much is because I'm losing control of this, but it does spit, and it's actually sort of brown. Unlike some of the others, which are sort of like a translucent black. Like, wow. Now that I see that, I'm glad I didn't swallow that type deal. You know what I mean? The can is $5.99. And while I'm on that point, I did highlight and pin the comment on the Outlaw Wintergreen, but everybody had watched it by that point. The Outlaw cans are also $5.99. So this is $5.98 a can, and the Outlaw's $5.99. That said, in defense of the Outlaw's operation, my overall price for that, getting the 2 cans shipped and the shipping, was the right price. Okay? I had set each can down 99 cents, but I had inflated the shipping price by $2. It still worked out to the whatever I had said it was on there. I had it exact on the video. The shipping was $4, not $6, and the cans were 99 cents more each. Anyway, but this is all right. And unlike the Outlaw, it doesn't have nicotine, but if you're worried about nicotine or not liking the idea of nicotine, etc., etc., no nicotine. None. So there it is. Can's actually good. It's a little generic looking, but I like the papery band. And it actually looks all right. I mean, there's nothing detracting about it. The lid's good. The band's on straight, which is in itself evidently incredibly difficult anymore. The date is way out. The product is basically everywhere in my mouth right now. That's why I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, this has been the review of Schmitty's Original. I do have the wintergreen in-house. It will be coming. Okay? Positive review from me. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves. And as always, God bless.